to today because yesterday I was talking about doing a project or explaining a certain topic in what a science book with the junior high students, which will explain the physical applications or the practical aspect of it. Because today I went and I interacted with the students on reasons and ways through which our electronic devices that are mostly used commonly, such as our phones and then our chargers, ways and means that they easily spoil or they easily get rusted or the charging port easily spoil. Because today when I went, I took a topic called rusting in the science book, which we know rusting, that is the reaction of moisture and then the oxygen, which cause the rusting or the wearing away of metals and then some ions. So that is the topic I pick and I explain to them why their phones easily get rusted. Because most of the time you see people that are farmers, they easily handle their phones anyhow without knowing that there is a negative effect on it. So all those things affect our phones. And aside that one, we're looking at people putting their phones inside their mouth in the name of using the torchlight while doing something with it. Another aspect is when people try putting the charger inside their mouth to pull the current before they connect it to the phone. And with that, when you look at it, you see that the oxygen and the water or the saliva inside their mouth always enter inside the charger. And then when it happens like that, and then there is oxygen that reacts with the charger port, you see that it will rust. It will definitely rust. And that is mostly what is happening to us in the northern side, especially within the upper west regions and all those areas within the north. Because if you look at those at the southern area, you realize that that place is not as dusty as compared to the northern side. So there are times when you see people riding while pocketing their phones, and through that you see that because the road is dusty, you see that dust is always entering inside their pocket and then affects the charging port and even the keeper. So this is what I want to share with my fellow listeners and the viewers that are following me on my channel, so that when you know this, you and the students also explain the methods that you can follow such that to avoid your phones from being what rusted and from to in other words to save your money, because you cannot be spending money buying phone every time anytime like that. And with that one you see that those that are always replacing the charging ports, you're always having problem with them that the port is not good and you face for me and all that. It's not really the case. The case is the environment in which we find ourselves and then the way we handle the devices that actually cause us. So please, when you watch this video, please share it to your colleagues and explain to the elders and the sisters and those that don't know how to handle them. When you explain to them, they will understand better and it will save them with their money and they will appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Continue to follow me and you will get more and more and more innovative and ideas that will help you in whatever you are doing. So please continue to like and subscribe and follow me wherever anytime. Thank you. Okay, today we are going to what? Use a certain topic in your book to explain the physical experiment of it or the practical aspect of it. So, and the topic we are going to use is what? Rusting. How do you all know rusting? So first of all, what we'll do is that you define what rusting is. And then you also tell me the conditions necessary for rusting to occur. Then I will now explain that way. I will use that way to now explain the practical aspect of it to you. So what actually happens or how rasting affects most of our electronic devices that we use at home. So who can give us a definition for rasting before we proceed? Yes, so right.
Rasting is the gradual wearing or feeling of the surface of an animal due to the presence of oxygen or moisture.
Okay, the gradual wearing away on the surface of what? Iron, due to the presence of oxygen and moisture. Okay, you.
It is gradual wearing or peeling away the surface of the metal due to the presence of
Okay. Well, the definition I think is right because that's what I am looking for. Then, when we go to the conditions that are necessary for rasting to occur, so who can give us the first one? The conditions through which rasting can occur. Yes, moisture. Moisture is needed. Air, right? Which is oxygen. Is there another? Okay, no problem, we'll just take it like that. But we want to now also relate it to what? The metals and the ions that we are talking of in our electronic devices.
Do you have a phone here?
Alright. You see this phone? If you open it and you look inside here, the charging port inside here, if you take a close look at it, you see that there are some 5 small metal things inside the charging port. So those things, they are metals or ions that are in there. And then when these metals are exposed to what? The moisture and the oxygen, what happens? They rust. So at that is the time when it happens that you connect your charger and it will not charge. You see that? And it will not charge. So even if you replace it again and then it comes into contact with the moisture and the air, it will rust like that again. So what are our everyday activities that we do to expose this kind of charging port to the moisture and the air that we are talking about in our very homes?
When you are cooking,
Okay, that is if you maybe some phones has torchlight. So let's assume that you are doing your cooking or you are washing and you put the phone inside your mouth. Then in the process of using the torch, so you want the mouth to handle the phone for you, so that you use your two hands to do the cooking and other things. So in that process, you see that your saliva will enter inside the charging port. So at that time, when you finish the cooking and you remove the phone from the mouth, it will definitely react with the oxygen. Because the half of the wind, it is blowing time to time, the air moving around. So definitely the oxygen will react with what? That saliva that is inside it. And that is the time when it is not clean, it will actually react with those metals. And that is where it will rust. And after which, it will know what? It will no longer support the charging. So besides using it in your mouth during cooking, what other way do we propose it to? Correct. That is exactly one of the most important aspects. You see, if you want, look at people that do go to farm with their phones inside pocket, and people that are working in maybe offices or they don't, let's say, move with their phone about. You can see that those that are farming, always send their phone to farm or put it inside their pocket while doing dusty work, you see that for them their phone charging system easily spoil. That explains the reason why uh, when you are a farmer and someone that is not a farmer, your phone easily spoil and his phone will still be there. Yeah. So that is the reason. Another reason is, which other reason do we have? Another reason is if you are fan of driving or riding on a dusty road, and then maybe your phone is inside the pocket, and then maybe the pocket is exposed to what? The air. Because if you are riding on a high speed, the dust that will be racing, they will be entering inside the phone, and that one, the dust will actually also what? Enter. So when water reacts with it, or there is a bit of moisture, it will rust. That also explains why when somebody is in south, the southern side and the north, you see that the northerness, our place is dusty. So that's why you can buy the same phone with somebody the same day, and the person, if he is in south and you are in north here, your own charging port can easily spoil and DS will still be there. Another aspect is, you know, after farming, maybe you finish farming and then your hands are still dusty and with the sweat, and then you move the phone and start pressing, especially the keypad phones. So when you're doing that, the dust inside your hand and the sweat can actually also enter inside the phone. And so when it happens like that, it will also react with the mental and then block, and then the thing will rust, and that way it will also spoil. So another, let me see, after the rusting, what happens? That is the effect of rusting. So after rusting, what happens? Okay, that is the time it will lose the strength. So that is the time when you connect the charger, maybe it will just break. The charging pins there will just break. That's why generally when a metal is rusted and is not treated, you see that it will get to a time that the moment you touch it, it will just break because the strength is not there. So we have to with that one. Let's now look at the ways and means that we can use to prevent it or to protect the devices from that. What can we do to prevent that? Assuming you have your phone, yes, you are in a place that is dusty, or you usually put your phone inside your pocket to farm, and then you don't want, now you know the conditions that can make your charging port spoil. So what can you do to prevent that?
Avoid putting phone inside your mouth while cooking.
Okay, that is it. So you stop putting inside your mouth in the name of using the torch, such that your saliva will not react with the mental. So when you are also in the farm, let's say you are also a farmer too, what can you do to prevent that?
You also avoid putting the phone inside your pocket.
Okay, that is it. So if you are farming, you have to put your phone either under a tree or put it inside a bag. Then when you finish with your farm, you're going to clean it. Yes.
Using cleaning brush and petrol to clean off the dust inside.
Correct. So let's assume that maybe you forgot and then you make the phone exposed to such conditions. So the methods that you can actually do to also prevent your phone is also taking a clean toothbrush and and cleaning inside the charging port with either petrol or the clean phone charger, the clean brush. So if you do that, the sand inside there with the moisture cannot affect it because you will be able to move it away so that it will not react. Is there another way?
You should avoid putting the charger inside your mouth for some
people, when they connect the charger and then it is not charging, you see that they will put the charger inside their mouth. Then like, I don't know, to pull the cable before they will now remove it and connect to the phone. So when you do that, the saliva will not only affect the phone, but it will also affect the charger. Because the charger inside there are also the metal things. So when that saliva will add with the charger, it will definitely transfer to the phone. And then both charger and the phone will be affected. So these are what? The ways and means that we can use to avoid these things from that lasting. So I think that is a very nice contribution, and then we wish to continue another day with another practical. After the next one coming, we will come and do the practical with other electronics, how to assemble or how to repair some spoiled either battery, or how to assemble a simple rechargeable lamp. Next time we meet. So thank you for your time.